How to fix a critical error has occurred in League of Legends. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we are tackling the notoriously frustrating critical error that forces the League of Legends process to terminate unexpectedly. Our engineering team has conducted a deep dive analysis into this crash to bring you the definitive technical guide. During our investigation, we discovered that this error primarily stems from strict file access denials and failures to connect with the backend sentry servers. We tested every possible variable in our lab to formulate a permanent, foolproof resolution path. Follow our carefully structured diagnostic steps to restore your game client to perfect working order. First, generating a crash dump file is our crucial diagnostic step to understand the exact root cause of the termination. Teknobalta's analysis revealed that forcing the client to create this dump provides direct insight into memory access violations. Always trigger this dump when the error dialog appears before proceeding with any system modifications. Second, securing your account credentials is a surprisingly necessary measure after generating these crash logs. We noticed during our internal testing that active session tokens can sometimes leak into the raw dump data. Change your League of Legends password immediately to invalidate any exposed authentication tokens and secure your profile. Third, disabling your active antivirus software temporarily is the next logical step in our isolation process. Our testing showed that overzealous security suites frequently block the game from accessing essential local configuration files. Turn off your real-time protection shields to see if the game launches without interference. Fourth, initiating a full file integrity verification through the client resolves a massive portion of these crashes. We confirmed that silent data corruption within the core game packages actively triggers the critical error loop. Run the built-in repair tool to automatically replace any mismatched or missing system files. Fifth, reconfiguring your directory permissions is critical, as we found the game often loses read and write access to its own folders. Navigate to your main game folder, right-click to open Properties, and select the Security tab. Click on Advanced to begin the process of overriding the current permission structure. Sixth, taking full administrative ownership of the directory ensures the operating system stops blocking the game executable. Inside the advanced security settings, change the owner to your current active Windows user account. This bypasses the rigid restrictions that caused the process termination error in the first place. Seventh, applying these new ownership rules recursively guarantees that every single hidden file is fully accessible. You must check the box that replaces all child object permission entries with inheritable permission entries from the parent folder. We found this step absolutely mandatory for the permission fix to properly execute. Eighth, purging your current graphics drivers is highly recommended, as corrupt display outputs often masquerade as memory faults. Our diagnostics team uses specialized uninstaller tools in safe mode to completely eradicate the existing driver registry keys. This provides a pristine environment for a fresh display adapter installation. Ninth, installing the latest stable graphics drivers directly from the manufacturer ensures maximum compatibility with the game engine. We strongly advise selecting the Clean Install option during the setup wizard to prevent old configuration conflicts. Reboot your system immediately after the installation concludes to finalize the kernel changes. 10th, addressing the server connection failure requires direct intervention with your local network firewall. Teknobalta's network analysis proved that manually adding inbound and outbound exception rules for the game executables restores the necessary telemetry connection. Allow the entire game directory through your system firewall to restore communication. 11th, forcing the main executable to always run with elevated privileges permanently bypasses minor user account control blocks. Right-click the game executable navigate to the Compatibility tab and check the box to run the program as an administrator. Apply the settings and launch the client to test the new permission tier. 12th, disabling full screen optimizations within that same Compatibility tab stabilizes the rendering pipeline on modern operating systems. We discovered that default overlay handling actively conflicts with the game's exclusive full-screen requests. Checking this box prevents the desktop window manager from interfering with the active game process. 13th, clearing your local domain name system cache eliminates stale routing data that prevents the client from reaching authentication servers. Open an elevated command prompt and execute the standard flush command to reset your network adapter's resolver cache. Our lab results show this instantly fixes intermittent server timeout crashes. 14th, purging all residual application data is the ultimate preparation step if the client still refuses to stabilize. Navigate to your local application data directory and permanently delete the entire configuration folder for the game. This forces the client to generate brand new, uncorrupted registry and setting files upon the next launch. 15th, executing a completely clean reinstallation of the game is the final, definitive fix when all local repairs fail. After uninstalling, ensure you manually delete any leftover folders in your program files directory to remove corrupted remnants. Downloading a fresh installer permanently eradicated the critical error in our final test bench. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.